Hey, what's up? It's me, Dylan, and today I just want to talk about some records that I got recently. The first few, on a whim, I went over to Goodwill because I have a Goodwill nearby, and every so often I find some pretty decent stuff there, and I kind of did well this time. I got the DBs like this, and this is just a really great 80s sounding punky, poppy mix of music, and definitely check out the DBs if you can. They're an underrated band. Ted Leo and the Pharmacists, the Brutalist Bricks. Ted Leo is on Matador Records, and I believe he's from New Jersey. That's where I'm from. This record just so happened to be mixed and mastered in New York, but this album is really cool. It almost reminds me of the Walkmen a little bit, if you're familiar with them. Give it a listen. It's cool for sure. It's got that indie rock vibe. Now, I couldn't pass these up. Two Herbie Hancock remixes, and one of them is the Chameleon. So yeah, I love Herbie Hancock so much. This is a dance single, so it's gonna sound a bit different from what I'm used to with Herbie Hancock, but I'm gonna throw this on at one point and see what it sounds like, because I love the artwork, and Herbie Hancock is a legend. So now we got the Kinks, Give the People What They Want. This is 1981. The record from 1981 has the song Destroyer on it, which you might know. They got a little bit heavier by this point, opposed to the classic Kinks, which it's night and day with the way they sound from this to, their older albums. But the Kinks have always had a very special place in my heart. And I was listening to this yesterday, and it's just such a staunch difference from what I'm used to hearing from the Kinks. Like Arthur, Lola, all those great albums, Village Green, they're just so good. They're such a great band from the UK. My bud, Garrig, who was on the show the other day, he lent me this Ravi Shankar record, which I'm excited to listen to. Definitely a lot of great sitar on there, and he's just one of the most influential musicians that there is. I bought the Concert for Bangladesh box set, which I think was in the video last week or 2 weeks ago, and Ravi Shankar is featured on that with George Harrison. And as you all know, without him, the Beatles might not have went on to do certain songs like Within You, Without You, or go on to the direction that they did with their own personal journeys. So you have to give him a lot of credit with, I obviously love the Beatles. So, and also Lovin' Spoonful. To be honest, I know what I know from them, but I'm excited to listen to this one. This is, this has Daydream and You Didn't Have to Be So Nice, which I know those songs, but I'm not super familiar with this record. Thank you, Garrig, for letting me borrow it. Okay, so these two, this one right here and this one right here, my friend Tim, who I work with, he actually gave me these, and this is a really nice mono copy of Blonde on Blonde. I have a stereo copy. They have with the mono there, you can't see it here, but there's two eyes, and that's how you could tell if the Blonde on Blonde or other Bob Dylan albums are, the original pressing. So this is a really great mono copy of this, and I'm super grateful for that. And here's a great mono copy of Sgt. Pepper. And I was listening, and we made a video the other day, Garrig and I, about the contrast between mono and stereo. So definitely give that a watch if you want. It's just this warmth to it that's not found in the stereo, in my opinion, to certain albums. So, but yeah, I'm listening to Blonde on Blonde right now. Obviously, this is one of my favorite albums of all time. I'm a huge Bob Dylan fan. This is probably my favorite album of all time. So if you have these two, you're doing pretty all right, you know? And I have one more Bob Dylan record I wanted to show. It's Oh Mercy. This was from 1989. And Daniel Lanois, am I saying that right, Lanois? He was involved and he produced this record. And it was funny, I saw a CD of his today at the music store. I really like this album a lot. Political World, Everything's Broken, Man in the Long Black Coat. I think Bob Dylan specifically likes that song a lot. After reading his book, he did an entire chapter based off of the making of this album. And he was in, I believe, New Orleans. And he was just, you know, he met a bunch of session musicians and they did it. He didn't know what he was gonna do, and it took a while to get this album down. But once he did, it was a great record. And I think it's a really solid Bob Dylan effort. It's definitely, in the later years, it's up there. I think this and So Far, Love and Theft, and Time Out of Mind are my favorites. But yeah, anyway, that's some of the stuff that I got recently. I just wanted to make a quick little video and talk about those. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you'll make some more content soon. All right, all the best.